Hello, jeweler, and welcome to the Crafting Your Perfect Offer module. We've talked a lot about having a perfect offer. You have heard before this just how important it is to have the perfect offer. If you don't have a perfect offer to offer your clients, your prospective clients, your ideal clients, they're not going to have any reason to want to do business with you in the first place. And so what we're going to do is help you to craft a perfect offer. Now, this is going to take into account a lot of everything that we have talked about before. And remember, your perfect offer is there to fill the gap between where your prospect is and where your prospect wants to be perfectly. So we make it so that it does that. The more perfectly it fits and truly does what they're looking for and fits everything they're looking for, the more likely they are to want to do business with you and to want to buy from you. You have listened to them and you have understood everything about them, and now because of that, you are able to offer them the most perfect thing they could possibly want. Something that's absolutely 100% irresistible. And remember, your prospect has a current situation. Everyone has a current situation they're in, including your ideal client. They have needs, they have pains, problems that they're dealing with, and beliefs about what getting rid of that problem will do for them. By now, you should have already gone through the ideal client avatar exercise. You should have filled that out to the best of your ability. You should have talked with some of your past clients and people that you've done business with who make up your 4%. Make up your ideal client cross-section. And so by now you should understand what their current situation is, what their needs are, what their pains are, what their problems are, and what they're dealing with. And then also what they believe is going to happen if this problem gets solved. And your perfect offer is the vehicle to get them from where they are to where they want to be. We fit that right in. And your marketing is the voice calling to them saying, follow me and I will get you there. Use my vehicle and I'll get you there. Remember, marketing is like a gatekeeper seeking to help someone with a need find their way. It's the mom yelling dinner to her kids to come back inside from playing, the tour guide saying you'll want to look to your right, or the friend saying, oh, if you like ice cream, you have to check out XYZ. In every single one of those situations, the person who is doing the calling out, who is saying there is something that is going to interest you, they understand who their audience is. The mom understands that her kids are hungry. They need dinner. The tour guide understands that these people have just paid to be on a tour. They want to be told where to look and what is important. And the friend knows that the other friend likes ice cream places, and so they have to check out a new ice cream place. The whole point of your marketing is to give the other person an opportunity to see their want or their need taken care of, gotten rid of, alleviated. And powerful marketing says, I've accurately diagnosed your problem and have the perfect solution to relieve your pain. And remember, we talked about what a bad doctor does and what a good doctor does, and what a bad jeweler does and what a good jeweler does. They accurately diagnose the current situation of a client. They ask a lot of questions so that they know exactly where that client's coming from. They truly understand them and their current situation so that they're able to get them to where they want to be. And then it does relieve their pain. So this is very, very powerful. And just a word of ethics, if you do marketing this way, number one, it will get people to be interested in your offer who would not be normally interested in most offers because you understand them so well. They are going to trust you much more because you have such a good understanding of where they are, where they want to be, the pain that it's causing them, and what they believe will happen if they get rid of this problem. And so your perfect offer only works if it truly does relieve their pain. And so a perfect offer is only perfect if it's real. So make sure that when you offer someone something, you are delivering on that promise. And we want to craft your offer to fill that gap perfectly. And your offer could be so many different things that are for sale, so many different kinds of things that you could offer to one of your clients, whether your audience is people looking for an engagement ring, or people looking for a second ring, or like an upgrade from their first engagement ring, or it's a bracelet, or it's earrings, anything like that. Or even if your audience is other jewelers, you have something to sell them, and we're going to craft your offer to perfectly fit what they're looking for. And now we're going to get into the perfect offer worksheet. So this is where the rubber meets the road, and you got to start doing some work to figure out exactly how this is going to work and what your perfect offer truly is. So go through and finish the perfect offer worksheet and discover the framework for creating a perfect offer. And this is where sell before build really comes into play. Now, this offer will be used in all of your messaging moving forward, creating consistency in your brand and advertising and making you the obvious choice for your ideal client. So let's just go through the perfect offer worksheet together right now. The perfect offer worksheet, the Crafting Your Perfect Offer worksheet is designed to simplify and streamline the process of crafting a perfect offer for your ideal customer. And by following this process, you will put together a message that is highly profitable for you while also being a no-brainer for your clients. So you can see just how powerful this is. It's very powerful to have a perfect offer. You get to be highly profitable, and your clients get to be incredibly satisfied knowing it's a win-win for them. So read what a true perfect offer is below, and then complete the perfect offer framework questionnaire and select your price. So what is a perfect offer? Step 1. More importantly, what is your perfect offer, and why should someone care? Let's explore the depths of this and find the treasure that's waiting there when we get it right. So what's the definition of an offer, or to offer someone something? It's to give someone the opportunity to accept or take something. It's to say that you are willing to do something. To offer is to make something available, to provide or supply something. Simply put, for our purposes, your offer is the statement of the transformation or outcome that you cause to happen in your ideal clients' lives by delivering your best product or service. Remember, it's a transformation, and before we talked about it being a transformation story. Your offer is not a statement of your product or service. Now, this is one of the biggest things that people normally get wrong. People are not looking for, and just to use this as an example, people are not looking for custom engagement rings. They're not. People are looking for what the custom engagement ring will get for them. What will that do for them? What you're truly selling is the transformation in their life, not the product itself. People do not buy engagement rings. They buy the expectation of memories. They buy happiness later on in life when their girlfriend, who's now their fiance, is looking at the ring and is incredibly happy with her brand new piece of jewelry. The value of your offer is best created by determining first what it costs your client not to take advantage of your offer. And I want you to just read that one more time. The true value of your offer is best created by determining first what it costs your client not to take advantage of your offer. So what is it going to cost them if they don't do business with you? By allowing them to see not only the current situation that they're in, but also the implications of their current situation if they don't take this offer. What pain is going to happen in their lives? In the case of an engagement ring, if you don't work with our store, you could be getting scammed by somebody else. You could be paying way too much money at a chain store who's going to overcharge you. You could be lied to about all kinds of things. What pain is going to happen? What is it going to cost your client, your ideal client, if they don't work with you, if they don't take advantage of your perfect offer? Let's imagine you go to the doctor and he tells you that you need heart surgery today or you will likely be dead tomorrow. He offers to fix your heart today, but it's going to cost $30,000. Now, what is he offering? Life. What if you don't take advantage of his offer? Death. The further you diagnose what it will cost the client to not take advantage of your offer, the better prepared your client can be to make a valuable assessment of their investment with you versus continuing in their present state or going with someone else. What will the client lose by not working with you? Now, most people don't evaluate things this way, but it's the only way for the client to understand what they are getting for the money they will spend. If you leave the potential client with a price, some features, and some benefits, the 4 C's, then you will be evaluated on price and features and benefits, and they'll be subjected to how much the potential client values those features and benefits. To get this right, you must explore the depth of the problem so the potential client can make a value judgment on the cost of continuing without the massive transformational value they are after. So, as we talked about back when we were talking about direct response advertising is powerful because we know that copy that talks about the benefits of something to somebody's life is always going to be significantly stronger and will make you way more money than copy that is just cute headlines and is talking about the features of something. Remember that we're never just selling products. We are offering someone the opportunity to achieve their desired outcome in life. They are in a current situation right now and they want to be somewhere else. That's what you're offering them. You're offering them that somewhere else. And at times, we tend to overstate things that we know are challenging for us because we want people to know how hard we work to get them done. But these things are irrelevant to the value of your service unless you are a commodity. I want that to be clear. If you're stating how long it takes you to make something, how painstaking it is, that doesn't matter to your client. What they care about the desired outcome and to get to where they want to be from where they currently are. Unless you're a commodity, such as electricity, food, something that someone can find somewhere else that doesn't have a value that is purely based on the value of the features. But jewelry is not a commodity. Not even close. Even if you're buying something, you're buying gold as an investment. You're not buying gold. You're buying an investment in your future. You're buying security for your future. You're buying assurance. Even looking at something like gold or metal as a commodity is not accurate. Also, relating the value of your service to the number of hours put in puts you in a place of comparison and makes the purchase price about you and not the outcome. So if we spend weeks and weeks making the perfect thing, Well, if someone else spends months and months, does that mean that that person is working harder or that they put more work into it? Now, you probably know that that's not the case. Normally, the faster you work, the better you are. So don't relate what you do to the amount of hours put in. Your service is what you do. Your offer is the performance of what you do. Example, if the service was an engagement ring, so what I do or what I provide is an engagement ring, then the offer is your girlfriend will throw her hands over her mouth in emotional excitement. You'll be confident in knowing that you've been a faithful and diligent boyfriend worthy of her hand in marriage. Her friends and their boyfriends / husbands will respect you more for the obvious effort and care that you took to provide such a meaningful and sentimental piece. That's your offer, not an engagement ring. Now, that was just an example, but I hope that you're starting to see the difference here between a service and an offer. And what you are really offering to someone is the transformation in their life, not what they pay for and what is on their receipt. So step 2, complete the perfect offer framework questionnaire and choose your price. Now, this is where you start to really fill in everything, and you have to go through this to truly understand how it all works and what it is that you are really offering someone. This is unbelievably important. Without knowing what you're offering someone, and remember, you cannot know what you're offering someone unless you know their current situation and their desired situation. So if you haven't done the first worksheet already about start with whom, then you cannot start this one. You have to understand your ideal client. But assuming that you've already done that, number 1, what is your niche market / who do you want to sell to? So think about it. Who is the demographic? Who's the psychographic in that little 4% cross section? Who is it that you really want to sell to? Describe them. Number 2, what is their current situation? What is the current situation of your target niche market? What does their life currently look like? Number 3, what is the desired situation of my target niche market? So where do they want to be? What is the outcome that they want? Number 4, what is it costing them to stay where they are without satisfying this desire? It could be so many things, but you need to know your ideal audience to be able to answer this question accurately. So, what is it costing them to stay where they are without satisfying this desire? What would it be worth to them to get to their desired situation? How much would they be willing to give up in order to get to their desired situation and to stop this pain or to keep the pain from happening in the future? What would it be worth to them? What are most people in your niche market doing to attempt to reach their desired situation, and how well is it working for them? So, if you're an e-commerce jeweler and you operate in a particular price point, what are most people in your price point doing to try and reach the desired situation of your target market? If you are a custom jeweler, then what are most people doing who are custom jewelers to attempt to reach the desired situation of your target market? And how well is that working for them? What are other providers offering your niche market to bridge the gap, and how well is it working for your niche market? So other people like you, what is their offer? What is it that they are giving to others? And we'll get into competitive analysis later on, so you'll have more time to dive into this kind of stuff, where you look at other competitors and see what it is that they're doing. But just an overview. What is it that other providers are offering in your niche market to alleviate this pain or to solve this problem? And what are the top 1% of people in your niche market doing to absolutely crush it? How are they bridging the gap to their desired situation, and how well is it working for them? How is it different? What sets them apart? Think about the absolute best of the best. Not just the people that you look up to, but the people that you look up to. Who do they look up to, and what are they doing? And what is the minimum work possible that you could do to get them there? Map out exactly what you would do for them and how long this would take. So, remember when we talked about magnitude marketing, we talked about profitability and scalability. Profitability is the amount that each piece costs, and scalability is how many of these pieces we can sell, how big the market is. It's the extent. The less time you spend working on something and the higher the price point, the more scale it has. So if you can get something done in 20 minutes, then it has potential for much more scale than something that takes you 4 weeks to complete. If you can get something done in an hour, then it has a lot more scale than something that takes you 3 days to complete. Because you could do 7 or 8 of those things in 1 hour versus something that takes you a day. So, with this ideal audience and this offer, what is the minimum amount of work possible that you could do to get them there? And I'm not saying to do it poorly, but how do you get them to their desired situation? That's what they care about. They do not care about how many hours you spent. They care about being in a desired situation. So, what will it take for them to get there? And how is your offer unique? Defensible, so you can defend it, you know it works, and is a 10 times value proposition for your clients. Meaning, if they pay you this set amount, how do they feel like this is worth 10 times that? Is there actually a unique mechanism in your offer that you can use to position yourself differently and provide better, faster, or cheaper value to your clients? Is there anything else that you can do that makes you unique, that can allow you to provide better, faster, or cheaper value to your clients? And what would be a fair win-win, but still on the high side of price for this average perfect offer? Now, one-time sales in this ideal client range for a custom jeweler should be no less than $3,000 to $10,000 or more. This is based off of those that I've worked with and knowing how the economics of this work out. It doesn't make sense to offer something for less than $3,000 on scale and make that your main offer if you, because of the amount of time that you have to spend and also what it costs in materials. Now, for e-commerce, it might be less. You might have figured out a way to source things differently. But one-time sales should be no less than $3,000 to $10,000, and an engagement ring, for example, should be about $5,000 at one time or more. It could be $20,000, it could be $90,000. But what would be a fair win-win, but still expensive, on the high side of price for this perfect offer? You will have some great success because you will be offering someone something that they truly want. You will offer them not the product, not a service. You are offering them their desired outcome. And because of that, you're going to win their hearts, and they are going to want to do more business with you than with someone else who doesn't truly understand their current situation or their desired situation. So that was the Crafting Your Perfect Offer module. And remember, before you go to the next video, go through that worksheet. Do not skip that stuff. Those who see real results are the people who go and they fill out those worksheets, They get to know exactly what their clients are looking for. They do the work of seeing what other people are offering, and they have all of that figured out before they come back. So do that. Make sure you do that. With my clients personally, I never skip over that. I will make sure that we always go through that stuff before we start working at all. You should do that too. So go through that worksheet, make sure that it's all filled out, and once you're done with that, then I look forward to seeing you in the next video.